got the 2012 Jeep Liberty 3.7 liter V6. I'm gonna do some plugs on it, and I went with the NGKs. I like NGK. We run them in the Mustang. We run them in a lot of cars. This is the plug that you'll be looking for. They pretty much come pre-gapped, but double check them. It should be a, what is it, a 0.044, something like that. So things you're gonna need: 8mm, 10mm probably, extensions, you know, whatever ratchet you want to use, your standard spark plug socket, and a torque wrench. So first, I just took these off. 8mm there, one right there, one right there, right? Get that out of the way. Down. And the next thing you're gonna do is, these should be 10mm right here. So you got your coil. You can see that somebody's already changed this before we had the car. So there's 3 different coils on here. So that's okay. It's throwing a misfire code. I'll put the code up here on the video. It's for cylinder 2, which I believe is this guy. I can also put the firing order up here too. And yeah, so you're just gonna start by popping this off. You just push down on it and take it off. I like to do them one at a time. That way I don't mess up the firing order. You're gonna take your 10mm, get it down right there, and then just start loosening these guys up. From there, I'll walk you through on one of the others, but I've already done these. You're gonna pop that out. This whole assembly is gonna come out. You can see it's already loose. When I put them back in, I'm just going to tell you what I do. You do whatever you think is necessary, but I put a slight bit of Never Sees on the threads. I put them up high. I don't put it down low by the electrode. And I'll show you how I do it. And then dielectric grease goes on the boot itself. This is the boot. So I will show you that in a second. I did forget one other thing. This is for what I believe is the mass airflow sensor, or it might be an IAT. I'm not really sure. It's on that tube as well. What you do is you push out on the red, and then you push down on this little part right here. You can see it's kind of raising and lowering. And then that'll pop, that'll slide out, and you can take that tube out. Just make sure you don't rip it out. Also, when you're getting into the last coil pack, I like to remove this vacuum line right here. So make sure you put it on when you're done. And same with anything else you might have disconnected. Just go over it real good and make sure that you've kind of gotten everything put back where it was. When you go over to the left side, sorry guys, I've already done that side. It's pretty simple. I mean, these, like I said, you're gonna loosen these, right? Pop that off, and then take the spark plug out. If you have not done spark plugs before, watch a couple videos. But I like to torque them down specifically. Make sure the car is cold. This has aluminum heads on it. So you don't want to put a steel spark plug into a hot aluminum head. It won't hold torque. You might be torquing it down too much. You might be torquing it down too less. I've had it happen before where the plug comes loose. You lose compression. Sounds like the car is, you know, running on 5 cylinders, because it is. So, yeah, make sure you follow those basic rules. All right, I've popped this loose, which then allows me to move the plug wires around freely. You can kind of see that they're in there pretty tight. They have little channels that they abide by, that they go through. So just kind of pull those all out, because these are fairly tight. All right, you're gonna pull this guy straight out and down here. Be gentle, try not to pull from here. Try and get your hand as far down onto this as possible so that you can pull it out and not break the wire. Grab your spark plug socket. Get your plug out. Not sure if it'll focus on that. All right. This is how I do it. Just a little bit. You don't even want a whole bunch on there. I don't know if you can see that. Minimal. pounds, 20 foot-pounds. Never fails that the socket is stuck in the hole. Grab your needle nose long, get it out of there. Little dielectric grease for the boot. Make sure you get the boot pushed all the way down in there. It should seal up pretty tight, and you should feel it sink onto the spark plug and kind of click in place. All right, so one real quick note. I still ended up having a P0302 after doing the plugs, even though, as you can see here, I had 4 different plugs that somebody had put in this car. I did end up changing out the plug wires. I started there first because I figured if it was a coil, then both cylinders would be misfiring, and this was just one cylinder. So I replaced the plug wires for $43 at AutoZone with AC Delcos, and it has been running smooth ever since. Gas mileage has started to go up.